all the stuff of the house was forcefully put in the front.
Can
Every piece of the house, every piece of the household items. A charpai outside your house, right? A charpai, literally, for days and sleep there. So I was
for
in
days?
IIT.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you were still living there?
And again, I curbed all my other needs, such as going and watching movies or eating outside. Had intelligently curbed them without showing off that I was so poor. Again, you have to. I still had the struggle to tell honestly that I was absolute poverty student, right?
That's very interesting. Actually,
Yeah.
in my book, I also mentioned this that the main character, Pinto, when he's preparing for JE, he takes a vow that he will not go for movies because he thinks this is like wastage of time. But he does it very intelligently. So it's not the same reason. Like you had financial reason, he has different reason, but still it's pretty much the same. So yeah, that is very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought this like, no, this is not for me now, right? There would be a time I can catch up with all these things, movies, and all these extra. I always thought from the childhood it has gone into my brain. This is extra. A time will come for this for me.
Yeah.
I can't afford. Simply, there is no way. And Rajiv, there used to be an ice cream after the lunches. Remember, outside the
Oh
vendor
yeah.
will come and put ice cream.
Yeah.
I don't know how easy it was for everybody to take it or not to take it. But for me, it was always 5 times I have to think, can I afford this ice cream or not? Right? Can I afford the extra egg coupons? Remember all those red, pink?
Yeah, yeah.
Every time I have to think that, and I would not go to home on weekends just because I was paying mess bill and I had to utilize it completely. That's a sad part. You could not go. I'll still go and meet my mom just for a tea. That old tea, remember the story? That tea went into my nerves, my brain, my blood. But she will still make tea. She'll ask me for a meal, but no, I wanted to still save the money for the meal for the family. Too. It's pathetic. I now when I think about it, I don't know if I can, if you would believe that all that was the mindset that saved the money. Eat when you have paid the mess bill, you'll eat 7 days here. It keep me a little not completely focused because you have to still keep thinking about where the money's coming for every year of your mess bill or all these things going on and intelligently hiding them, not letting them anybody know.
Only I knew about your condition, so I'm very surprised that people didn't know about it and you were able to hide it so successfully. Um,
Yes, yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know how I told you, but it was so much in my heart that I needed somebody at least. And I don't know which way, I forgot how you created a moment that I could. You're still good in that, right?
See, I'm doing the
that I,
same thing right now.
but yeah, it was boiling to come out someday. And of course, American life was a great system that we realized there's nothing. Everything is a beautiful story once you realize. But by that time, I matured myself that this is all good.
Yeah. And you were mentioning about that, people threw stuff from your house, and what was that struggle? Do you want to talk about?
So this code struggle we talked about of dad going on, right? So you never asked that how could he live in that house, government provided small apartment when he has no job. So first thing he did when he lost a job, when he went to court, the court can put a stay order. I don't know, the system is still like that. Stay order means this case is pending. So until pending, you can't evict this family from this house. And sure enough, there was a plan that one of the days the court, my dad couldn't reach the court and they reversed the order that he can be evicted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he missed that court date, and there was a whole planning done, and the police force was hired, and all the stuff of the house was forcefully put in the front.
Can
Every piece of the house, every piece of the household items.
That must be really embarrassing for all
I
of
mean,
you, right?
imagine this is not a house where nobody's living. These are apartments. Everybody can see you. Everybody's seeing you. Then, and my mom, being within such an embarrassment, didn't want to come out, and the lady police will just literally pull her out. and she's a little bit like crying and yelling. Seeing all this and crying mom come in and embarrassedly sitting. I mean, imagine mom living in the neighborhood where all ladies know, and you have to sit on a charpai outside your house, right? A charpai, literally, for days and sleep there. So I was
For
in
days?
IT.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you were still living there?
I was in IT hostel, Rajiv, and I after my classes, I would come in evening and sit. It's almost sitting in a dharna. What is the English word for that? Like as if like I'm part of the struggle because I had to be. It's my family. My mom, my sister, my dad, and my brothers have come. We were all sitting outside. I know one of my brother who was also in IT that time was so embarrassed that he would only see it from a distance. He won't even come near.
So you were
Literally.
sitting, you were sleeping
All
in the
night.
night as well there
Yes.
in the
Yes.
open?
Yep. Because then my father started taking a ride to go to the court and started reappealing why did this happen and this is going on. And again, in an Indian system with so much red tapeism and so much they had done the planning that he couldn't walk in. Basically, they wanted him to feel mentally like drenched out with this all embarrassment and thrown out. And they even offered, hey, we can have this stuff put in a local warehouse, and whenever you find a place to go, you can hire a truck and take it away. That's our offer to you, right?
Hmm.
So 3 4 days this struggle went on. Every evening after my classes I'll come, or Saturday Sunday. I think it was one of the days was Saturday Sunday. We'll sit there, and this was deliberate so that he couldn't go to the court. It was done on a Friday. So
Ah,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we sat there, and Monday, Tuesday, my father went, and somehow, everybody came to know that whole family is sitting outside, and the judge said this was a wrong order. Those seen in my eyes, my father showed the police officers or police sirs who was standing there so that we couldn't re-enter the house, and he kicked the door and showed them and put them literally on his face that we can enter. And again, I don't want to go into that why and who is right, who's wrong. I don't understand. My father never explained what went on in the struggle. So, but as for kids, there's nothing more embarrassing than those moments.
so Akhilesh, what happened after IIT?
Yeah, so Rajiv, I thought I got a campus interview to a cement company, ACC, but I think I my father felt that it's more of a company that can make your lungs pretty bad. So I heard what he wanted to say. I think he had a dream that I should go to a foreign country and make do more studies and make my career stronger. And overall, so then I started applying to U.S. universities, and I got into several universities. The university that I chose was a very nice upcoming university called Stony Brook.
Oh,
Incidentally, I'm wearing a Stony Brook T-shirt right now, 18-year-old T-shirt.
it
Yeah,
still fits you very well.
it still fits you. I mean, yes, perfect. That's so I got there, and basically that's pretty much it. There were still struggles to pay for fees and airfare, but that's a different time story. But yes, I got into that universities with a scholarship. So that was beginning to see the light in this tunnel of economic hardship. That first time I'll be earning some money as scholarship, a
Wow.
decent money.
Wow. So when you see now, I mean, of course, you're a scientist now, earning very well, and of course, traveling around the world and traveling around the places. How do you see yourself now? Like when you come from that kind of background and then suddenly everything changes. What is the difference you see in your life? Of course, I don't want to talk about it that you're getting the regular breakfast, lunches, and dinners. But other than that, what is the difference you feel in your life?
One thing is, Rajiv, you appreciate everything you get. That's the biggest thing I feel. There's an attitude like, hey, this is all so good. When you have gone through all that, this is so good. Appreciation to enjoy, from food to travel to everything, is so high that it gives you a perspective in life that you don't complain. I'm thankful. I'm thankful to my parents first, to all those people who have contributed to bring me here. That's how I feel. And I wish only my wish list is I wish my kids could appreciate this, but I don't want them to go through the same thing ever again.
Of course, of course. Any message you would like to give, especially to young generation?
Put it this way, I feel like they should appreciate what they have. They don't know what people have to struggle to be there. Some of the younger kids have a lot that they have gotten, and they should appreciate. Not that you have to go through the struggles to appreciate what you have, but if you appreciate life, life is beautiful, and all the struggles of the life are just part of sine wave, I call it, or tangent function, or whichever. They just go away. If you have a positive outlook about life, you can take life anyway. And I'm a living example of that. I've never lost the faith in life. And at least now I can fully enjoy life as I appreciate every small thing.
Very well said. All the singers are sine waves of life. So thank you very much, Akhilesh, for your time. You had a great journey in your career starting from your childhood. I'm pretty sure it will be really motivating to others, especially the folks who are preparing for engineering or medical exams and are struggling with one thing or the other. So thank you very much for your time. I hope people enjoy it and we'll talk again sometimes.